what's your YouTube name?
My name is Simone Zucker. What a surprise.
Okay.
I think we're live.
We are live, yes.
We are live, okay. So I shut up and I'm the guy that spread the things around. What we talking about it today?
Like we are live, yes.
We are live,
Oh.
okay. So I shut up and I'm the guy that
I'm echoing. Wait.
What we talking about it today?
Echo.
Okay,
Echo.
David. Oh my God, this is funny. Okay, here we are. I am together today with a bunch of amazing people. This is not mine now. That's somewhere else, no? We're echoing like multiple times. Why does it get better? Is it mine?
I don't know. I'm not with the video open, but I'm hearing too.
We're echoing like multiple times. Why does it get better? This
Marco,
is so new.
is it you?
Like I was searching like, how can I stop it? But it's mute. Like I don't get it.
You see? When you make a question.
Cool. So we are here to just, I would like to know from you guys, how is it? Have you ever done a class, an access class or a class in general online? And I know there so many people have points of views about, I would like to be there in person. It's better. I can not receive as much. And I would like to hear from you guys. Well, how was it for you? Have you done an online class? And is it true that you just received half of it and not the full experience, like doing an online class? Or is it a myth? Who's first?
Can I go?
Yes.
Okay, so for me, online classes are different from live classes in the sense that when you are in a large room full of people, there is always someone coming in and coming out, and someone is chatting, and this is always distracting. That's the biggest difference from an online class than a live class. I always like online class because I can make my calendar and I can make two things at the same time. Like I love doing laundry and listening to the classes. But I get that you receive what you choose to receive, you know, if it's online or not, what you were willing to receive is what counts the most. When I started doing online classes, I saw that I didn't have that point of view. So I was like, how the world can see that and can see that I receive everything that I could receive in a class live, and they won't judge me for my certificate of an online class. That was my only concern. And I perceived that as I was doing my job, no one was worried about that because I was being there, I was being the energy. So that's my experience. I hope it's a contribution.
Thank you so much, Vivi. Victoria.
Yes, I love what you said, Vivi, because I just did a foundation with Anne Maxwell online, and there's no distraction. That's amazing what you said, because I love the energy of live classes and I love having people around, but no. And when you are online, you can be there, like you can have your headphones and you're like, okay, I'm going. And the classes, even like they can last not as long, and you will receive the same because you don't have so much time, like, oh, you have to stop to go to the bathroom, or people need to see it and blah blah blah. No, you're sitting there and you start, and I don't know, I think I even receive more in online classes because I'm like fully there, even more when I'm on live classes. I think I get too distracted too.
Oh, thank you. How's it for you, Marco?
And for me, online classes are a VIP treat. And it's because, first of all, I decide what to eat and when to eat. In some classes, my body has been just like food, sugar, salt, and not in disorder. And so I used to be, if it's a small class, as I don't know, as an house class. So I go to a house of someone to receive the class. I will be the one next to the table with all the food. So people will see me less. They still see me and perceive me, but in my imagination, they don't. So I used to actually prepare food before the class start, and I have all this play there, and I'm basically just like on. So whatever my body wanna ask and also contribute, it's actually a physical experience, even it's online. And I think the beauty things of the online classes, you have a chat, so you have like 2 different channels of communication, and the chat is can be personal, and chat can be something in the commune with the other people. And you can interact with that, and you can still receive it. And also the things of the online class, I was one of those that will discredit a lot the online classes, because especially before I was living in Asia, it was not really easy for me to go physically on a class, so in a class. So I would always see as a kind of like plan B. But then access change, and so there is so much like possibility now with live stream. And I heard that someone was in SOP that just ended, and there was something incredible. So that would be the question for you, Simone. And still like how much more like that, and also something I think like we all experience in some point is like the class end, you go home and back, you kind of like back to the reality. But when you're already home, like this is where like you really can expand, and like there's no limitation, and there's nothing anymore. It's just like you're really just making the choice, and you really just like became the receiving, and you can also actualize in the same place. So I don't know, it's almost more dynamic for me, and I really like it. Just in case you don't have it clear, Simone, tell us about your SOP experience.
This is actually so true what you're saying. Like, first of all, like everything you all said was like brilliant. Like it is a choice to be present. I mean, you can do an online class and totally be not there, or like if you would like to take the class, I would recommend be there and receive the class. You also can check out, like that's also choice. But like for me, I just was in the SOP class, and it was like so beautiful, like how much more present we were all being. And I had the sense like there's way less proving. You just be there with everyone and gift and receive. You're in, as you said, in the first row, because everyone is at the same spot. It's not like the people in the front, like the VIPs, and then in the back, not like we're all in the first row here in front of the screen. And it's really like, I have to say, like, and also even online, like the audio live classes which are also existing. I have done classes in the middle of the night. I was total present. It was just so pulled into that. It's like, wow, like it's really a choice to make and an experience, like it, yeah, to receive in a different way, like from the infinite being you be. Like, how often do we have the point of view it's all about the body being somewhere, and how much more is it the infinite being that can show up when we're doing it online? And I have another experience, like as I now did the like a lot of my online stuff I'm doing online, the SOP class, and I'm doing it, as you said, in my home, and like the energy is working then from everywhere around the world where we all are, from our homes. And I just had like conversation with my neighbor yesterday, and she's like, oh my God, I just realized how much I changed the complete house here with my choices, with my like with the energies that are just flowing here. It's just like, oh, how does it get better? Like, how much more effective can you be? Like, if you're living somewhere where the energy is not so yummy, like probably you have heard, if you're doing bars, a lot of like at places there are just stuck energies. If you run bars with someone there, like physical, the energy in the house changed. Like my complete house here, like I have now only awesome neighbors. I wonder why. So it's not just so much a question, it's really like doing the classes here and having bars and body treats and SOP sessions. And that you will bring in, not just for you and your body, you will bring that into your house if you receive a class online. So I love that. I was not aware of that before, but it's like, what else is there? And also like the different spots on planet Earth where we all are. It's just different and amazing, as I think. Yeah, that was my experience. Like I love it.
I like what you said about being closer, because there's no like front row or last row, and we're like so, and you feel like you actually feel closer to everyone, the facilitator and everyone that's in the class, because you're all seeing each other faces. Like you don't see the back of everybody or seeing like their faces. That's awesome. That's real. I love that. Yes, thank you. And I've been perceiving that too, about because I'm having sessions on my house, and there's there's some things that people weren't willing to share on live sessions that now they are on online, because I don't know, maybe they feel more protected to I don't know, but they can share about some things that are more intimate, or things that usually on live sessions they usually were like maybe they're more shy about it, or shy or hide it some way. And I don't know, the online classes I've been taking have been really intense in a really fun way. Like we just did the how to become money class, and like every class is so we go so deep, and people are so vulnerable, and like there's no separation when you really are choosing to be present. There's no separation, even if you're online or live or whatever. It's really just a choice.
So we also, because we are promoting this foundation class with Sarah Grandinetti, which is quite a magical facilitator, I heard. So I'm wondering, like, what's our experience with being facilitating and taking classes online with her?
I just love her way of being with you, being present, and just like really coming from that irk to that woo, to that space of possibilities. Actually, like I just received this like a facilitation like an hour ago or something. I was like, wow, and there's so much more lightness. I mean, it was light before, but now I have a sense like something huge has just shifted. I cannot even explain it. It was just one single thing, like where now I have a different point of view about it, and I can sense like things are unraveling in a total different way here. And like that's magic, no? I love that. Thank you so much for asking. Like Sarah is like, yeah, I mean, every facilitator is different. And I really love her way of facilitating and being the question, and don't let you go until you be aware what's possible. If you choose or not, that's a different thing, but you just know there is something else possible.
Are you saying that like you received it 1 hour ago and now it's still working?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Awesome. Victoria, what about you?
Oh, wow. Yes, everything that Simone just said. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know. Sarah has a way of seeing us, like, with no judgment. She's one of the few people that I know that really has no judgment in her world. Since the first time I met her, and you were there too, Marco. I like, this is, oh, sorry. And she has this, she's really kind when she's facilitating, and at the same time she's always so assertive. Is that a word in English, being assertive? Yes. So
At least in my English.
Vivi would be saying like, no, if she knew, because you know. But it's, yes, I think I can only put that into words right now. Like, she has this no judgment. She will receive you as you are, and she will be seeing what you can be and invite you to that in a really easy and kind way with assertiveness.
Vivi, do you have experience with online classes with Sarah before?
I took Being You intro with her, and I Am Beauty intro. And
what do you think?
yeah, I try to be smart. So yeah, Sarah has this way to me that she sees through me, and like Victoria said, it's not from a place of judgment, like I see you. It's not like I see you, it's okay, and I feel like she gets me in a way that no word can describe. I won't even try. It's so soothing. Like I feel soothed and like embraced. It's hard to put in words, really, but it's the most amazing energy and nurturing and caring. Yeah, and it's just gratitude, because when you look sometimes to this planet and you see people like that, willing to be that vulnerable, willing to care that much. Look at back, sometimes you were hurt because you cared. And she's so willing to care. And I'm like, oh my God, how is this possible? Oh my God, I can't thank her enough. She's so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Yeah.
You
Oh,
mean
Vivi, you're making me cry. Oh, sorry, Simone.
same here. Like, and also thank you for the
In
acknowledgement.
my case,
like
no, I just like light in my eyes. I'm a guy, I don't cry, you know, I'm a man.
Yeah, it's really the invitation to create together something different that we all knew should exist. And like, yeah, we're the
Yeah.
ones starting choosing it and receiving it and inviting more people to this possibility of, hey, there is something else available. And there are people like having a similar desire of something completely different than exists right now. So thank you so much for putting beautifully words to it, maybe.
Yeah, and I think also like it's exactly very much what you say, Simone. She invited us to actually be part of this class, to create this class together. And even in the facilitation, she has this ability to assess, to kind of like your being and your reality. And she invites you to look at something that you might have a conclusion, or like you might didn't want to see. But she's being a space, an invitation that you know you can trust. And so in that time, you know, you can go. And I think she's capable to kind of like open spaces with that and possibility, which is not something that like I think everyone can do in that way. And to me, it's also interesting as the only request actually is like having your camera on. She have to see you. She's aware about the presence you also choose when your camera is on in an online class, but also like the way she involve you. Like you don't have to talk and you're part of the class. Just the ability to like have everyone in there and you perceive it. And you also get aware of like how the people are there for you and how you are there for the people. So that's, I think, is not just like a one to everyone else type of conversation, but it became a dialogue among like an instigator of dialogue and possibility among everyone. And to me also like what's really is the fun and the laugh and the entertainment she's willing to be. And as her brother, I would say they have just that one things in common. But really, like when you can be in a class for such a long time or even short time, and you're capable to laugh about something, that is the change of your energy. So there are like, it's almost like a chemistry of particles where like, if you can laugh on things, everything became malleable. She invites you to display. So like solidity with her, it just like doesn't really stand for long. And to me, it's like, wow, if more people can access to it, if more people can choose it, I think like the speed that we can all receive with like, not just like facilitation, but like her classes and like really the invitation.
That's awesome.
So we start tomorrow. So it's perfect humanoid o'clock to choose.
What will the time be in CET, in Brazil, and in America? Were you not out of the head?
Okay, so in Italy would be, well, in Europe would be about like 6 p.m., I guess.
I think
At
for
least in
us,
Italy.
I'm sorry.
Go for
I think for us, it would be midday. Do you know, baby? Right.
And it would be 10 a.m. On the Pacific coast. So if you're like in California, LA or so, and if you're in the other area of America, there are like devices that can tell you what time is it, because we're not capable to do that. So Last quick round before to say bye. Can you use one word for what bring you to choose this class? Simone, in one word. What has been an invitation for you to join this class?
Just an excitement of change. I just realized, like, it's a while that I've, like, as I'm being a CFA myself, it's a while to have received a foundation class with less than 1,000 people. So usually I'm in the class with Gary and Dane for foundation, but like receiving a foundation by myself, not facilitating, it's like, that's more than one word. But I'm really excited about, like, oh wow, like the tools of foundations are the basics and you use them all the time. And now to receive them with a different facilitator, like I'm really excited about like what that can open up for me. So I'm so grateful that I chose that. Like, I wonder what can show up in 4 days.
Vivi, what about
Oh, one word.
you? That one sentence at this point, or like 3. One word is just,
Infinite
you know,
possibilities.
humanoid.
Infinite possibilities.
Victoria.
I think no, I know. Joy of living, the adventure of living, the true adventure of living, and have joy in it, and knowing that the universe has your back.
And for me is that I didn't receive before that foundation is the class about the foundation of access consciousness. And Sarah's been the one that like invite me to look at it in that way. So I don't know what's gonna happen to the foundation with her, but you're gonna find out very soon.
And you know, the special thing about this class is, like, Sarah was in the SOP, myself, Deb, like there are a bunch of people in this class that freshly come from the SOP.
Maria.
You was like, wow, I wonder what that will actually invite all of us to choose on possibilities with this. So I'm
no
excited.
contribution at all, huh?
No, for sure not.
That's
That will be a
different.
bad thing.
Okay, cool.
Thank you all so much. Like, that was fun. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow evening. Like my
Maybe
evening.
not. They don't think nobody gonna choose it because, you know, nobody wanna have so much fun, so much play. It's okay.
It's just a choice, as Gary Douglas always says. Just a choice.
Mhm.
And you know what's creating a greater future for you. So just
We do.
choose.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you all
Thank
tomorrow.
Thank you. Ciao.
I adore you. Bye bye.